Good afternoon, whānau, and welcome to episode 2 of ASHS TV. Well, we didn't intend for our episodes to be being recorded from home quite so quickly, but as we have, as you know, moved to a lockdown for the next 7 days, we would like to dedicate this episode of ASHS TV to what learning from home looks like if you're at Albany Senior High School. So first of all, thank you to everyone who's joining us here today. And a big thank you in advance to our students for continuing to engage with their learning, and for our staff and our teachers for making the learning possible online. So for those of you who have been with us here at Albany Senior High School for this year or years prior, you will know that we have a really clearly established routine in place that ensures that we can both look after the well-being of our young people, and we like to really focus on our young people being connected to their teachers and staff and other students at school in their time from learning from home. But we will also be stepping up our focus, of course, on continuing your work towards your NCA certificate this year as well. Obviously, at this stage, officially, we are in a 7-day lockdown. We, of course, will adapt and communicate change plans as more information comes to hand. So at this point in time, I'm pretty sure we'll hear an update by Sunday evening. That will mean that we will know what the plan will be moving forward next week. But at the end of the day, we have a strategy, we have a routine in place, and we have a plan in place, so we might as well get on and do it. So today, Wednesday, has been the first day of lockdown, and it has been a day for people to get themselves settled in and prepared and ready to learn online. From tomorrow, we will kick in our timetable. So as you know, we have a set of really clear general expectations at ASHS and with learning from home. First of all, we want all of our young people to put their health and their well-being and their family first. We know this is a complex time, and we expect everyone to find that balance between their well-being, their health and their family, but also connecting with their schoolwork. Really clearly, we are going to establish those routines of Monday and Tuesday being more structured, Wednesday being impact project learning, Thursday and Friday being more of a focus on self-directed learning, where your teachers will be available to support you. That said, tomorrow, Thursday, and this Friday, there will be Google Meets with your tutor teacher and your subject teachers on Thursday and Friday. And this is because it's our first session online in this particular lockdown, and it's really important that we have a face-to-face catch-up with each and every one of you so we can clearly communicate what is going to be happening from here on in. For some of you, it'll be continuing on with the work that you've been doing it in class, and for others, I know that you'll be adapting and sort of changing direction a little bit, and your teachers will support you with that. We expect you to check your emails at least once a day as students, and we encourage you to make sure that you're following up with any replies as necessary. As always, we will use one consistent platform for learning. That is our Google Classroom platform. So this is where all of your learning activities, and this will be your consistent platform for learning throughout lockdown time. Make sure that you're there when you need to be there. There will be links to your Google Meet. Make sure that you attend those Google meetings and have them in your calendar for when those are supposed to happen. We will be continuing to learn and walk towards the NCA assessment. So for those of you who are doing things like your writing portfolio, for the most part, that stuff can continue as it would if you were in class. For others, it'll be a matter of having conversations with your teachers about what you need to prioritise and work on next. We will communicate what's happening with things like prelims and prep for exams a little bit further down the track. Just focus on what you can do at the moment for each class and take it on a day-by-day basis. We will be tracking your attendance and your engagement, so do make sure that you turn up. Your tutor teachers will be particularly following up with each and every one of you and make sure you're clear about what you need to do. It is your responsibility, though, to make sure that you are engaging with your Google Classrooms each day and that you are turning up for any scheduled Google meetings. But we will be monitoring your engagement as well. Just a reminder, our teachers are like you. They've got families at home and they're going to be balancing a mixture of looking after their family in whānau and being available for you online. So that is why we do the timetable that we do, so it can find that balance between you getting the direct instruction that you need and getting the structure that you need, but also building in some flexibility for both you and your teachers. Our priorities. Again, it's your well-being and making sure that you are okay and looking after yourself and those in your household. Please let your tutor teacher know if you're having anything that you're struggling with or having issues with. If you're engaged with one of our counsellors, there's nothing stopping you reaching out to them. They can meet with you via Google Meeting. They can exchange emails with you, or they're available for phone calls as needed as well. Keep up that connectedness. Do also keep on top of your NCA work, okay? I don't want you presuming that we're going to have fewer credits that we need this year. That said, I have no doubt that if we do go into an extended lockdown, I'm sure that the NZQA and the Ministry of Education will communicate if there are any changes to the targets. At this point in time, we have a 7-day lockdown in Auckland and we are carrying on and focusing on achieving all of the credits you'd normally achieve in a school year. We will keep communicating with you if anything changes, and your teachers will work with you to adapt any assessments that you're working on at the moment. If anyone is watching this and they don't have a device to use at home, we would usually have had the opportunity for you to come into school this morning and to have like a contactless pickup of your device, and for those art students you might have normally had an opportunity to come and pick up your equipment. It's a strict level 4 lockdown this time, so we haven't been able to facilitate that. We haven't been back into the school building, and we certainly can't let students back into the school building at this point in time. If we hear an update on Sunday night that suggests that we're going to be in lockdown a little bit longer, I have a feeling that we will be given the opportunity to provide students with devices if they need it and resources if they need it. We will communicate with you as we get more information, and we can support you as best we can that way. In the meantime, please do the best you can. I realise some of you might be sharing devices with your siblings or with mum and dad, but try and take every opportunity to join us for your learning as much as possible. Just a reminder about our structure of the week. So on a Monday, you have your check-in for your first Google meeting, period 1 at 9:30, period 2 Google meeting at 11 o'clock, period 3 Google meeting at 1:30. And same goes for the Tuesday, again a 9:30 check-in on the Tuesday morning with your tutor teacher, then your subject teachers at 11 and 1:30. On Wednesday, we usually have a 10 o'clock Impact Project Google meeting, or that will be rearranged with your Impact Project mentor if it's at a different time. And then on a Thursday and Friday, Thursday morning, there's a 9:30 Google tutorial meeting. And then on the Thursday, you've got your subjects around about 11 o'clock and 1:30, and the same on Friday, 9:30, 11 o'clock and 1:30. This week, so tomorrow and Friday, you do need to actually front up to a Google meeting at 9:30, 11 and 1:30, and on Friday at 9:30, 11 and 1:30. Next week, if we're in an extended lockdown, you'll be having the face-to-face Google meetings on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday morning with your Impact Project lead, Thursday morning with your tutor, and then it should be more flexible time with your subjects on a Thursday and Friday. But tomorrow there are Google meetings, and on Friday there is Google meetings with your subject teachers. Please remember to go back over that Learning from Home document that has been shared with you. I'll share it again this afternoon and send it out with this episode of ASHS TV. We have really clear expectations for our young people online. So Google meetings, make sure you turn up on time every time. Make sure you set those calendar alerts. Make sure your camera is on. Consider your background. Make sure that you've, make an effort to cover up your pajamas if need be. Make sure your microphones are muted unless you're asking questions or in a discussion. And please be respectful, inclusive, and kind at all times. This can be tough times for everyone. Let's look after each other. With your Google Classroom, it is your responsibility to check into Google Classroom for every tutorial, class, and impact project session. And it is expected that you complete your learning activities as best you can. If you get stuck, please contact your teachers. Be proactive and ask them questions. They should be posting up everything you need in Google Classroom, but please don't hesitate to reach out if you need to. And your Gmail. I know that you are not necessarily a generation that's into your emails and checking them, but when you're in lockdown, please do check your inbox regularly and respond to emails as needed. And please, 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 contact your tutors if you need extra support. Contact your teachers if you need extra help with your classwork and your impact project mentors. And please don't forget that you can always reach out to our counsellors, Ronwyn and Catherine, and the team at Student Services as needed. But really, at the end of the day, this is about finding that sweet balance between looking after your well-being, keeping connected, and carrying on with your learning. Once again, I want to thank all of our family and whānau for the support that you show over this time. I know that this can be challenging times, not just for our students, but for our families back at home. Please just do the best you can. And once again, a great big thank you to our staff and our teachers who are available to support you whilst we're learning at home. So do, once again, check out the Learning from Home document, look after yourselves, and have a great time in lockdown. All the best, and I'll chat to you next week. Ka kite.